Imagine waking up every morning to a frozen horizon, where temperatures plummet to -60 degrees Celsius, and frost clings to every surface like an icy grip from another world. While many of us huddle indoors when the mercury dips, there are people, entire communities, who've made the world's most frigid places their home, and thrive in them. These are the coldest, resilient people on Earth, the silent warriors of the frost. From the reindeer herding Yakuts of Siberia to the rugged Inuit of the Arctic, their lives are a testament to human adaptability, ancient traditions, and sheer resilience. Today we take you deep into their frozen worlds, into lands where fire, fur, and faith are what stand between life and death. Let's begin with the Yakuts, or Sakha people, of Russia's Yakutia region, where the city of Oymyakon is known as the coldest inhabited place on Earth. Here, winter temperatures regularly drop to -50 to -65 degrees Celsius. The Yakuts have adapted their lives in extraordinary ways. Their houses are built with thick timber walls and double insulation. Their wardrobes include reindeer skin parkas and fur boots layered to trap body heat. But beyond the physical, their culture has evolved around endurance. They eat a high-protein diet, raw frozen fish, horse meat, and animal fat to sustain energy in the brutal cold. Their festivals, such as Isyak, celebrate the return of the sun and reflect their spiritual resilience. The Yakut language, customs, and identity have remained intact despite the region's punishing environment. Next, we journey further north to the Yamal Peninsula, home to the Nenets people, nomadic herders who've lived in the Arctic tundra for over 1,000 years. Their bond with reindeer is not just economic, it's spiritual and ancestral. Life for the Nenets is a continuous migration. They move thousands of kilometers every year, following reindeer across frozen rivers and windswept plains. Their homes, called chums, are cone-shaped tents made of reindeer hides, designed for fast assembly and maximum heat retention. Their survival strategy includes layering up with reindeer fur, maintaining herds that provide meat, milk, and transportation, and living in community units where warmth and survival are shared responsibilities. Despite modern pressures, the Nenets fiercely preserve their way of life. The Inuit, once called Eskimos, span across Alaska, Canada, and Greenland. These Arctic pioneers have lived in some of the harshest, coldest coastal regions for millennia. Historically, they built igloos from compacted snow, a brilliant use of insulating materials in a world where trees are scarce. Their diet is a wonder of adaptation, rich in omega-3 fats from seals, whales, fish, and walrus, sustenance that keeps body heat up in icy conditions. Their clothing, often made from caribou and seal skin, is tailored specifically for breathability and insulation. Today, many Inuit communities combine modern housing with traditional hunting, storytelling, throat singing, and crafts. But the heart of their resilience lies in collective knowledge passed down through oral tradition, teaching each generation how to read ice, track animals, and survive. In Russia's Far East lives the Chukchi people, split into maritime hunters and reindeer herders. They live in Chukotka, where winters are long and sunlight is, well, pretty scarce. With a population of just around 16,000, the Chukchi maintain ancient customs despite modern encroachment. Their homes, yarangas, are made from animal skins and reindeer bones. Their language and oral poetry reflect deep wisdom about surviving snowstorms, navigating with stars, and predicting weather patterns. Their spiritual world is rich with animism and shamanism, often invoking animal spirits for guidance. Though remote, the Chukchi's cultural resilience and climate-savvy lifestyle continue to captivate anthropologists and historians alike. Heading west, we meet the Sámi, the only indigenous people of Northern Europe, whose lands span across Norway, Sweden, Finland, and parts of Russia. Despite being part of advanced nations, many Sámi communities still endure sub-zero winters and continue their age-old lifestyle. Like the Nenets, they're known for reindeer herding, but also for their colorful clothing, yoik singing, and storytelling traditions. The Sámi's connection to nature is spiritual and ecological. They recognize 8 seasons, not 4, to track subtle environmental changes critical for herding. Today, many Sámi blend tradition with modern life, using snowmobiles alongside reindeer sleds, and practicing activism to protect their lands from industrialization. While not Arctic, Some of the world's coldest resilient communities live high in the Himalayas, including parts of Ladakh, in India, Dolfo in Nepal and Tibet. These people live in altitudes exceeding 4,000 meters, where thin air and brutal winters dominate daily life. Villages like Dras in India or Olangchung Gola in Nepal are often isolated by snow for months. Locals live in mud brick or stone homes, insulate with yak wool, and burn animal dung for heat. Their diets focus on butter tea sampa, that's barley flour and dried meats. Despite adversity, they uphold rich spiritual traditions, particularly Tibetan Buddhism, and practice astonishing physical endurance. Even their livestock, like the yak, are cold-resistant wonders. So what can we learn from the coldest resilient people on Earth? It's not just about thick clothing and warm fires. It's about community, heritage, and mindset. In places where nature tests every breath you take, survival becomes a cultural art, an inherited skill set passed from generation to generation. These people remind us that climate adaptation isn't new. It's deeply rooted in human history. And as the world faces new environmental challenges, perhaps their wisdom about sustainability, respect for nature, and the strength of tradition might be exactly what we need. So next time you feel a winter breeze and reach for your heater, remember, out there in the coldest corners of Earth, people are thriving, just as they have for centuries.